are, Season 3, Episode 9, ladies, of the Wenches of Waydora. We've been in this story arc surrounded a bit around Eastwind and under Eastwind, if you will. There's the Underdark that you guys discovered last season that you teleported back to after your time in Phantasmo Circus and got the hostages, saved the hostages from last season's finale, brought them up, and were welcomed with a festival in your honor and the homecoming of the hostages, as well as an explosion, which you guys took to investigating. Last session specifically, there was the smoke cleared, the fires were doused, the damage had been done, the city was taking care of their people, while Trevok Holderheck, the dwarf in very distinguished bronze armor, seems to be, he was the second in command, the voice pretty much for the client before you killed him after realizing that he was bad and tyrannical. So he has his group of dwarves. He's running up with his guards, the dwarven guards, asking you guys what was going on. You guys explain what happened. Anya was saying something fishy's going on here. I found this leg. Hold up this tiefling leg with the branded symbol on it, the infernal symbol for the number 11, which you guys have discovered now a second time. Starting to put together the pieces of what that could mean. You gave him all your information, and he took that moment to blow this big horn, all that resounded all across Eastwind, calling an emergency meeting of the Council of Moradin. And from there, he kind of walked and talked with you guys, led you up the grand staircase to the Forgeheart Cathedral, where you entered, and he gave you guys kind of a pep talk beforehand, saying, hey, there's a council of dwarves. They're pretty traditional. They don't really take lightly to outsiders, let alone non-dwarves. So just, kind of follow my lead. And he leads you in there. There's a council of 5 dwarves, him making up the 5th, and you guys discussed, you pretty much debriefed the council of all the events that happened, both in the Underdark with the client, the recent explosion a little bit, as far as you knew. They discussed, you guys kind of had a back and forth, and then you realized that Giselle, one of the women that you saved previously of an unrelated event, she was prostituted onto a ship called the Lusty Crustacean, party barge kind of thing. Long story short, you saved her. Realized that she's a priestess here. She works at the Forgeheart Cathedral as a priestess. She came in, vouched for you, gave you guys character witness pretty much. They discussed some more. A courier came in and was like, oh my gosh, I have news from Westwind. Some crazy beep is going on in Westwind. There's a kraken attacked Westwind. The Harpers gave me this message, so I'm speaking on behalf of them, that there is collusion between Westwind's leader, whose name is Prince Sharpword, and Eastwind's leader, whose name is Duke, the Duke Charles Cunningrow, aka the client, who you killed. And he had proof. He gave a piece of parchment, which we later realized is a spell scroll of recording. Gave this parchment to Trevok Holderheck. He realized that it needs to be attuned by a wizard. Q Calliope, the wizard, she was able to do a ritual and kind of attune it to get it to the point where it worked. Basically, the magic in it allowed it to audibly and visually say the words of whatever conversation was recorded, and it was this conversation between Prince Sharpword and the Duke. seemingly at Westwind during the Quidditch tournament. They were speaking. They were in like the noble booth, the noble suite, kind of talking about their plans of becoming emperor. And Sharpword's like, if I'm emperor, you're my number two. If you're emperor, I'm your number two. Either way, one of us has to do it. We're the inner circle of the Lord's Alliance. You kind of got some lore about the Lord's Alliance, the Emerald Enclave, which is another druidic faction, mostly in western of Waydora, but specifically in West Wind, it's just dwindling. It's dwindling, and that's as far as you learned about that. Then you learn a little bit about the Harpers, and that they take down tyranny, and that they fight corrupt politicians, corrupt nobles, and they were involved with taking down the fake emperor, and they were apparently involved with taking down Sharpword. And the courier said Sharpword's dead, Kraken's dead. That's all the news he had. Once more, council discussed this, trying to figure out what act is next. They decided that they need to crown a king for Eastwind. They need a leader. So they did some more discussing. Finally crowned Trevok acting king after seeking some advice from Anya, who was able to speak in Dwarven to them and kind of get a little more personal with them. Trevok accepted, and his first order of business was giving you guys a massive reward. Not only the reward promised for returning the hostages, but also a bonus just for everything. He gave you a piece of parchment with his seal on it and said, go take this to Francois' Fabulous Fortunes in Luminara Plaza and redeem this list of rewards. The council discussed finally what the next plan of action is. They decided that they were going to do some cleanup here in Eastwind and some more investigating, and they sent you guys on a quest to Northwind. Northwind has an election going on sometime in the near future for the new emperor of Waydora, because the High Court of Waydora is held in Northwind, Northwind being the capital of Waydora. That seems like an important piece of the puzzle that they decided to send you guys to. So, but before that...
You guys are frozen.
Oh, great.
We get horses this time. Freaking Kyle, back from the dead.
Ugh. Kyle joined right at the end of the recap. It's okay.
Kyle's got no idea what's going on.
It's okay.
Sorry, my uncle called Alicia.
That's okay.
I had to speak to them.
That's fine. I'll allow it. Yeah, we just got to the end of the recap. Are we back?
You guys are back. You're in it.
You're good. I'll read it right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's... yeah. Read the Discord one. That's more detailed. But yeah. So you guys pretty much were tasked to travel to Northwind, but before that, got a little shopping spree to take care of, if you will, if you so choose, or if not, you can head right out. Either way, you do have a reward waiting for you. It's about 3 in the afternoon, sort of late afternoon. Like I said, my Fantasy Plus app is broken tonight, so I'm going to do my best with Spotify and get you some...
We getting ponies tonight.
Yeah, we are.
I have a name. I have a description. I made up a breed. I'm in it.
Love that.
I have a sheet called My Little Horsey.
Do you sing the song as well? My little horsey.
My little horsey. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's necessary. All right. Okay, I found out who the breather is. Charlotte.
Sorry.
Can you angle the...
Yep.
Just somehow. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. Chris took the nice headset to knock out the janky one.
It's not
I'll do it
janky,
instead.
and I will give you this headset if you would like. It's better on my ears after 9 hours as a IT support desk person. Okay, so what is the plan of action? You are in the Fortar Cathedral.
The wenches are going shopping. We're getting rewards.
The best part is it's not going to take us entire session.
Yeah. We're going to get rewards. We're going to get ponies. I need somebody to turn my dragon's horn into a horn. The wench's horn of war, if you will. The war horn. They are frozen, and that's why I'm just talking, filling the air. But also, this is important. I need the horn.
Perfect.
You guys are back.
We're back. Okay. I should also mention, and I just for visual sake, I should have mentioned this before you went before the council, but you guys are all like dirty and disgusting right now, especially Calliope, because she came from inside of a purple worm where she was almost the digestion process started, but before she was able to get out of the belly, still dried goop on her robes, dried goop on in her hair. Her hair is like clumped.
I think she prestigigated herself.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the cleanest of all of us.
And you also got some goop on her. And you were slicing her out.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I should be the prettiest.
Okay. That's right. You did do the prestidigitation. Yeah.
Chris, how was your Kevin Bacon impression?
My Kevin Bacon impression.
Oh my gosh, the tremors!
Oh yeah. Did you? I sent that GIF in there, and
yes, that all made sense now.
Okay, yeah. I didn't think like that was that well known of a movie. I was just like kind of slipping it in there, but
I don't think
that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Those movies. Yes.
Isabeau got it immediately. Was like,
oh yes,
it's fucking Trevor.
Yeah. Although it definitely clicked at a certain moment, but she was suspicious the whole time. Okay, so Calliope squeaky clean, we'll say, but the rest of you kind of dirty, smelly. Just to give yourselves a visual. But yeah, you spend a lot of time in the Underdark, a lot of time, blood, sweat, tears, all of the above. So you stand before the council, a broken wooden sphere of deciding that they, as they crown Trevok. He hasn't officially been given his crown yet, but the courier is on his way out, and as are the wenches.
I've got a checklist. Ponies. What's the rest of the checklist? Horn. Goodies. Goodies at the big shop that he's sending us to.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good checklist. And his finest meat and food that he has to offer. That is an exact quote.
Yes, and with the piece of parchment with the seal, you guys head out. The big double doors. There we go.
Double bars.
You head back down the grand staircase of Eastwind. If you remember that visual I gave you, San Francisco, medieval San Francisco. Calf muscles are definitely starting to get worn, but after you guys go the exact same way that you came up here, so it's probably going to take another couple of hours. You arrive to the Luminara Plaza around probably 5 or 6 in the evening. It's definitely starting to get dark, not completely, sun hasn't set yet, but the visual I'm thinking for Luminara Plaza is think like Hogsmeade, where they have that town square and there's shops all around, and in the center of Luminara there's vendor carts, which is where that explosion was, and you get back, and there's still cleanup crews going on. The immediate help has been offered. All the survivors have been helped, or are at least being tended to, relocated to a place of a healer's tent or whatever. But yeah, it's still kind of a somber feeling in the center of Luminara as they're cleaning up the bodies of their own citizens. But you do arrive, and there's a big tavern sign kind of hanging called Francois' Fabulous Fortunes.
Oh yeah, baby. This place looks great. Yeah, I don't think we've ever actually had a good shopping trip together. This is very good woman bonding. This is good. I think this is good for us. Anya? This is good. Good woman bonding.
I mean, depends how long this takes.
Yeah. Well, quick woman bonding. In we go.
Couple other points of interest real quick in this city. As you guys have been traveling up and down this staircase, you've seen a couple things. You know, you've been to, obviously you just spent time in the Forge Heart Cathedral, either by hearing people talk or just by passing by. You've learned of a couple more points of interest, such as Luminar Plaza, obviously where the attack happened, but also a tavern that most people in Eastwind frequent, and is probably the most well-known tavern in the city, is called the Deg's Keg. You've just heard, different people talking about it. The Bronze Dragon Inn is a place to sleep. The Library of Peace, which is where you guys were before in Season 2. You spent some time there, and you've heard there's within the Library of Peace, a Hall of Runes, which you didn't explore the first time, but it's there. There's also, obviously, this being a Dwarven-driven city, there's obviously going to be an armory called the Thunderhammer Armory. And last but not least, after that performance by that tiefling bar that you guys saw as you made your grand entrance, you heard different people talking about his performance, and that he frequents the Stonebeard Theater, which is an outdoor amphitheater. All different places of interest. You can choose to go there, you can choose to skip, totally up to you, but for right now, we find ourselves inside Francois' Fabulous Fortunes. You make your way inside. Oh, I don't have a picture for it. That's okay. Kind of a hole-in-the-wall building, kind of just on sharing walls with other shops. But you walk in, and the interior looks much bigger than what it looks like on the outside. Not by magical means, just you just weren't expecting it. Very tall ceilings. It is definitely a shop of oddities. There's no specific thing that he sells. Like, you could ask anything from the leg bone of a griffin to a potion of minor healing to a cannonball. Like, he just, it looks like the walls are just lined with random goods, food, not just kind of a little bit of each, nothing specific, at least that catches your eye. Let me see if I can get a different ambience here. Let's try this as you guys. Sure, it's a little ambient. Yeah, as you guys go in, and you see most patrons have gone for the day, but see a man in there. Looks to be maybe 40s. Long white hair that probably goes down to like well past his armpits. Blue robes. This kind of bronze colored vest. With almost a goofy looking hat. It looks like an oil funnel, but it's a hat that kind of flops on his head. Yeah, like I said, probably 30s or 40s. Just a human male tending to the shop, kind of putting things back in its place as he's cleaning up for the night. You guys walk in, a little bell goes ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, you scared me. We're just closing up for the night. You can always forgive us tomorrow. I have to close up early because of, well, what happened earlier, but I'll see you bright and early tomorrow, yes?
Wave a little seal. What if we wave the little seal? Should we leave or should we wave the little seal?
We just flash it. Just a quick
What if
little.
we just flash it? Just a quick one.
You know?
Okay. Yeah. Actually, we were sent by the new king, may he live in prosperity, peace, and reigndom. And I'm just gonna flash the seal.
Oh, they decided on a new king, did they? What have we here? And he reaches for the piece of paper.
Yeah. Take it.
Oh, by the gods! Welcome to Francois' fabulous fortunes. I suppose I will be your host for tonight's events of shopping and glee and what have you. I am at your service tonight. Please take as long as you need. Let me go over this list, and while I do, please take your time and browse to your heart's content.
God. Valdrick's already off looking for exotic teeth.
Okay.
Immediately looking to see if there's teeth in this place.
Seems like a chance cube roll.
You think they got any fun teeth there?
You find you do some digging. You find a necklace made out of some orc's teeth. A couple of those. You can definitely tell. You know it's the full range of teeth plus the two really sharp, long tusks that an orc would have. You see another set of like human teeth. And a single fang of a vampire in a jar.
I do already have some vamp fangs, but Valdrick's gonna pick up one of the orc necklaces and lick it on you.
More intimidating. Do you think if I wore this and got some like armor and wore it across the front of my armor, do you think that kind of sets a tone? I'm trying to go for a little bit more intimidating look. If you like that, that's good. No. What if we all got matching necklaces? Is that too much?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. This is a suggestion. This little teeth jewelry, I think, would bring us all together a little
We
bit
already
closer.
have matching tattoos, Cauldron. Not very matching.
I'm just saying, it could set a tone. Wedges of Waydora, orc tooth necklaces. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it does sound quite silly.
If you'll
Are there any
excuse
fun
me, I will retrieve everything on this list, except for, of course, the horses. You'll have to go to the stables for those. But I do get requests like this from time to time, and I will meet your needs. If you'll give me a moment, please. And then, of course, I would hope that you would use some of this reward to shop at Francois' fabulous fortunes, but 'tis entirely up to you.
Does it hurt your voice to talk like that all the time? Does it hurt your throat?
Honey, you can't ask people that.
Beg your pardon. Coming into my shop and addressing me like that.
Francois disapproves.
Francois disapproves.
Francois, do you have any instruments? Of quite really any variety.
Give me a moment, please. And he runs through the doorway that has like hanging beads that goes, clatters to the side as he goes through. Doesn't answer your question, and comes back with probably 6 very big bags of gold, one by one. Thump, thump. Puts them on the counter. Runs back and gets various foods and vegetables, mostly non-perishables, like jerky and stuff, and yeah, gives a couple of water canteens and thumps them all on the counter, and he says, it's all accounted for. 2,800 gold pieces for you to divvy up how you please, and of course camping supplies, which should last you, well, the four of you, one night. But of course you can always buy more. This is, of course, on the house, according to our new king.
Really nice of you, Francois. Back to my original question.
And now for my favorite part. Yes, the shopping. You were asking about a musical instrument.
Oh, yeah. Voldrick, you might have heard of me. A renowned bard, dragon slayer. Anyway, looking for instruments of really any variety to add to my collection. I have a growing collection.
Yes, have I heard you perform in the Stonebeard Theatre before?
Has he?
You have not, no.
I'm gonna lie and say, yeah, probably. I've performed a little bit everywhere. Hit a little further.
Let's see a deception roll.
16 plus 12.
Okay. Yes. I'm sorry, you said Voldrick. There must be something in my ear. Yes, the name. Yes, I'm putting the voice to the face. Oh, and you play the flute.
The
lute. Yes,
flute.
yes.
A little bit of drums to boot.
Of
a little
course.
bit of that.
You've just written a limerick in my presence. I'm utterly flattered. But yes, you've probably frequented the Stone Bear at the same time that I have, as well as Dag's Keg. I'm sure you've performed there as well. Yes, it's all coming back to me, of course. Our musical instrument selection is, well, I try not to rival that of my neighboring vendors, but we do have a few things here and there. Let me take you to the wall of instruments. And he,
love a good wall of instruments.
He walks you over, and there's not like a designated wall like you would think. It's like a wall with a glass jar with a floating eyeball in it, and he like kind of shoves it aside. There's a couple bottles of potions, a rusty iron sword that he's just kind of like moving aside, and he pulls out a lute that has a broken string and a tiny crack in the base of it, and he tries to cover up the crack with his thumb as he's showing you. Yes, this was played. This was performed. Killaman the Bard, his very first performance was with this very lute.
Very first and perhaps very last.
So not quite as practical, but definitely more sentimental.
All right, Francois. I see. Yes.
Yes, I also have and he turns around, starts fumbling through again, and pulls out like this looks like a hollowed out or like a bamboo shaft that's been carved into a flute of some sort, and he plays a little ditty.
Is it good?
No, it's not good. Plays a little ditty. I rolled an 8 for performance, and he goes. Definitely plays a tritone. Just plays a C and an F sharp, and the F sharp squeaks, and
something.
Yes, well, you're probably much better at this, and it would suit you much more.
Oh, Francois, please.
Do either of these instruments catch your fancy?
Respectfully, Francois, absolutely not. But do you have anything else of any sort of curiosities? I'm a collector of sorts. I'm just gonna start shaking some of the weird jars on my person. Do you got anything weird? Like super weird?
If weird is what you're looking for, darling, Francois's fabulous fortunes is where you will find the weird.
I can
We
tell.
specialize in oddities. Might I interest you in a potion? We have potions of healings. We have other potions as well that I'm not really sure what they do, but you're welcome to test them. If you are the adventurous type, aren't you? The adventurous bunch, the lot of you look. We sell adventuring gear, packs and tools and trade goods and camping supplies, of course. But no. What you're really looking for, and he looks around at like all of your weaponry. You're looking to spice up your weaponry, aren't you, darling? Yes.
I love a good accessory.
We've recently had an influx in oil, and not just any oil, but different types of oil to coat your weaponry in to give it a little bit more of a flavor in combat, yes.
Okay.
Oils that provide temporary use, but can be effective against certain creatures who are susceptible to such vulnerabilities, if you are catching my drift.
Yeah, I like your fancy words, Magic Man. What kind of oils we talking here?
Yes, well, let me look. I have a ledger with all the recent oils that we've been given.
It's all just the oil of like grease and lube and slipperiness that we found in season 2. It's just 50 vials
lube.
of that. It's just lube.
Just lube. There's so much lube.
Actual different flavored lubes. Oh, Francois.
I still have 3 ounces of that.
I have this. This is that's serpent venom, which could be useful. But there's serpent venom. We have drow poison, and then essence of aether. Okay, oil of Taggart. Yes, he's like looking at the tags as he's reading them, clearly not really knowing what he's talking about. But oil of Taggart. Yes. I'm not really sure what that does. I can always investigate it for you further, but let me see. I know there's more up in here.
How many of the orc tooth necklaces were there?
There was just the one.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna buy 4 of them.
Yes. Oh, yes, here we are. The oil of etherealness. And he pulls out this triangular shaped vial that looks it has like beads of cloudy gray oil forming on the inside. Let's see, I'm reading it. This is the oil of etherealness, and what this little bottle can do is you cover yourself and essentially, well, you're a wizard, and he nods at Calliope, who's clearly dressed head to toe in robes and has her arcane focus that he spots. Are you familiar with the spell of etherealness?
Am I?
Do you know that spell?
It's not one that I know.
Well, do you want to?
Wait. Would I be able to?
I think he said if you find a spell or whatever, I was like, you can learn any spell.
Yeah, I don't know how it would work with oil, but yeah, roll an Arcana check to see how much you know about this spell.
19.
Okay. It is a 7th level transmutation spell. It allows you to step into the border regions of the ethereal plane. And its duration is up to 8 hours. You know that time and space are a little bit different there, like moving, it just feels weirder, like you're wading through very thick, like fog. You kind of have a little bit of experience whenever you first joined this group. You were essentially doing some ethereal walking, but a little bit different. Yeah, let's see.
You're gonna hate this, but you're frozen.
Oh gosh.
You're frozen.
You're back now.
Great. Yeah, it's about all you know. It lets you go into a different plane of existence for 8 hours and kind of explore. If you're
It goes back to back. Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Let me ask you something when you come back. Is the bottle cool? You're back.
Bottle is super cool. It's shaped like a triangle. It's got 4 sides.
Say
with
less.
cork on the top. And,
Stay less. Valdrick's buying that.
Yeah.
Actually, she's gonna run back and grab the orchid necklace too.
Immediately dumps it.
She grabs the orchid necklace. She grabs the vials. She's grabbing shit. Yeah. Francois. I also probably like camping supplies. We should probably get camping supplies too.
Yeah.
Not that I just ran around
We'll get there.
Francois.
I think there's other places we can go for that. I thought.
I don't want to say
Yeah,
that's
from here.
Francois though. It's such a unique smell in here, but the camping supplies smell the same.
Yes, I do have some. And of course, like I said, I try not to rival my neighbors, but I do collect a little bit of everything. Food as well. Most of it's non-perishable. So if you're looking for something
we'll take
more
everything that
long-term-
you've got.
Excellent,
Buy you out,
excellent.
Francois.
We're buying you out.
Excellent.
All the non-perishables we'll take.
Yes, I've recently just had a shipment of ox, the entire oxtail, the hooves, the horns, all of it. Some edible, some not. If you're, I've heard of an ox eye is not bad over a quiet fire in the evening, but
anything
The
else?
less I know about what I'm eating, probably the better.
the meat
Like
is
some of it's edible.
the meat is what you're going to be most interested in, of
Okay,
course.
yeah, we'll
but
take that.
I preserve it with salt and.
Ooh, a little jerky.
Yes,
Okay.
of course, yes. Some of it I've dried out
Sounds-
to become jerky, yes, if you would like that instead. But the meat itself would last a few more days before it goes bad, but I've preserved it with salt, if that's what you're interested in.
Oh yes, Francois.
Of
And
course
also
you
this
are.
orc tooth necklace, and also that fancy oil bottle that you've got there.
Yes,
And have
the-
you any other magical items or any health potions?
Let me...
We should like get like a sheet like in like in Baldur's Gate and just like post it on the screen and we're just like, yep, I'll take 2 of those.
Yep, yep.
Like at a McDonald's.
Yeah, you can have my 12 helmets that I stole off the goblins and sell those for 10 gold each. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would like
Yeah.
to sell 3 jars of teeth. I'm just kidding.
I have here a mystery box, and I do this for
Oh.
not only my entertainment, but my patrons' entertainment as well. You can spend a flat fee of, well, it depends on the mystery box, but a flat fee, and you will receive whatever contents are inside the mystery box. It could include a human skull. It could include an ancient relic of the Waydorian continent. You just never know, but...
Almost
The
like
flat
gambling.
fee. It is gambling. It is excellent. Excellent
what's the
entertainment
fee?
value. Well, I have a few of these boxes here.
You
and
guys feeling lucky today? We all want to go in
I
on
feel
one?
lucky always.
all I have three categories of random boxes that you could draw from. The first would be a fee of 75 gold pieces for a random box. The second would be 250 gold pieces, and the third 2,000.
Oh, well, we don't have that much.
What do you guys think? You guys want to get one?
Didn't we just get 2,800 each?
I don't think we want to spend all 2,800 or most of 2,800 on the box. So.
It's true. It could be a really good box.
It could be, but it could also be shit.
It's true.
Checking my financials.
That's part of the fun.
Budgeting.
Like to do.
Actually,
Which you guys do
after that last pickup, shoot, I'll go for that 250 gold piece box.
Of course
Throw
you will.
throw one in there.
He opens up he moves some more like feathers or whatever, some bones aside, and he opens up a like a secret like compartment, and he's kind of digging around in there. He's up on a step stool, kind of digging around in there, pulls out a box. Yeah, let me do some rolling to see what's actually in there. But
Okay. I'm just gonna pray to Kalimvor for something good. Like fingers crossed. Like give me something good.
Yeah.
Something good, Kalimvor.
Just gonna do some rolling here. While I do, you guys can.
I'm gonna expect a skull. That way, anything more is good. And then if I get something less, that's really sad. You guys should get one.
All little tooth necklaces, I think that would be fun. I really did like that. I think that's very cute.
I would prefer a bracelet.
A little tooth necklace, a little tooth bracelet. Anya, what if we get you a little tooth earring? I make you a little tooth earring. Listen, I have 8 vampire fangs, and I'm just saying it really goes into the vampire hunter aesthetic that you've got going on right now. Why do I have them? Why do I have any of the teeth that I have? In the Hag's Den. What are you talking about? You weren't there. You don't know.
Like a little,
That was
make it like a
before
little
you.
chain earring.
That's what I'm saying.
Chain
Yeah.
one another.
Oh yeah. And we could all have matching vampire tooth necklaces. I think that would be so fun. Or jewelries.
I don't want to match.
Okay, we did not match specifically.
Yeah, like you would only have.
You would only have the earring, and then I would have a little necklace, and
I'll have a
Zara would have a
bracelet.
little bracelet, and
But I will
I
settle
will have
on
a little
the
hair clip. I think that's very cute.
I like to imagine that Calliope has her hair wrapped up with her wand sticking through it to hold it in a bun.
Yeah, we could put a little vampire tooth on top of a little stick for you. Stick it in your hair. Just like that. I love that.
I mean, that could be cool.
I'm gonna pull out the big dragon's tooth thing from my bag of holding.
Do you think that this is big enough to be turned into a horn at that blacksmith
I would
that he was
probably.
talking about?
There's no harm in asking, right?
Do you think that he could? I think that acoustically speaking and also dynamically speaking, us having a battle horn, imagine us, and it's big, it's a dragon's tooth. It's a big boy. I got the big one. Anya had to pull it out in season 1.
Except, he wasn't there in season 1. She knows nothing.
I'm just saying, imagine we enter the big bad zone. Anya comes running in, sun laid out, vampire tooth earring. That's it. That's what we should be. I love that. I think that's good. I think that's good, right? That's really sets the tone. You want to talk about getting the word out to people that we're coming for them.
Let's take the tooth to the blacksmith and see if they can do something with it.
Yeah.
You can even check with Francois if you really want to.
You know, Francois seems like a lovely, lovely gentleman. I think that my war horn needs to be made by maybe someone who knows how to make war horns. Did you see the loot that he brought out?
Yeah.
It was very sad. I almost wanted to buy it just because I felt sad. Like a sad adopted puppy.
Well, you guys, I'm really excited to see what's in my mystery box.
I'm waiting to see what's in your mystery box before I get a mystery box.
That's fair.
I really went for it too.
You
Bring
gotta
back
commit.
here going.
I'm interested to see what's in this mystery box. If we're being honest. Okay, I think I've done all the rolling.
Okay.
So he hands you this box. You hand him 250 gold pieces. Mark that down. If you
Yes.
haven't
Oh
already.
yeah, it's subtracted.
Perfect. She's
Gone.
ready. You open up the box, and the second that you do, you hear almost like voices, like whispering or muttering or something. You hear like, "There's lizard folk, love," and you just hear like these like random words. And you're like, "What the heck?"
Mm-hmm.
It is a piece of fabric all folded up, maroon silk fabric, and you pull it out and it kind of unfolds into a cloak, and as you're holding it, it feels like almost like you're holding nothing, like completely light to the touch. You kind of let go for a second, and it's almost as if like you're in space and you're watching it kind of float down magically, unnaturally slowly. And you kind of like play with it for a little bit. And you kind of like, it's like a balloon. You kind of throw it up and let it kind of float down. Definitely not natural. You just kind of hear whispers and voices.
Coming from the cloak?
Coming from the cloak itself.
Coming from the
Can if I hold it closer to my ear,
What are those
do I hear
voices
anything?
saying? What secrets do
You
they hold?
guys-
Lizards. That's what you hear.
Oh, it's saying lizards.
Yeah.
The turtle. It's the fucking turtles.
This is the cloak saying this, or the box?
The cloak itself. The box is just a box.
Okay.
Just a mahogany box.
I'm like, it's saying lizards? It feels really cool.
What have we there? I have yet to see this one, if I may.
Please.
And he like runs his hands through it. He smells it, kind of puts his ear up to it. Yes. Yes, you have... Well, I'm not really sure what you have, but it looks like a cloak, and it's lovely at that. Why don't you make a roll for me? Let's see.
I don't know what you have.
Yeah, give me an Arcana roll.
Okay. And my little guy, yeah. Arcana. Oh no. Every time. Plus 1. So it's 16.
Okay.
16. Yeah.
By looking at it, you pretty much can tell that it's uncommon. It's an uncommon rarity of a magical item. Everything that I described, the lightness, the maroon color of it, it's got a little cloak on it. The muttering voices that seemingly are saying lizards or something about lizard folk. With a 16, you would need to probably try to put it on to see.
I'm definitely gonna just feel it out. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna be like, I gotta try it on. So I'm gonna take off my other cloak. Obviously, just to be like, what is? I gotta see.
You
Am I,
look
you guys?
cool right now.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I don't really think the maroon is my look. I'm not gonna lie, but
I kind of love the
it
maroon.
feels really nice. Like
Yeah.
I turn into a lizard.
as you put it on, I want everyone in the room to make a charisma saving throw, except for Solara.
I don't know.
Charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Well, you got that. You got that.
So hard.
No.
My God.
Including Francois.
It's a 26.
Okay, I got an 18.
You guys are doing great. Clivey?
You look
Oh,
great, babe.
I got all of them.
A natural one.
Oh no.
Oh.
Mina turns into a lizard. Season 3, Mina's a lizard.
So
We just saved her. Now she's a fucking lizard.
My modifiers.
We don't know that. We don't know that yet, guys. We don't know that yet.
So,
Don't do that. Don't put it on.
So Anya and Valdrick, as she puts this cloak on, she's kind of like, "You guys like, flipping it and doing a spin." Anya and Valdrick you guys are definitely almost like captivated by this. You feel so much so that you feel.
Oh, no, you guys
frozen.
are frozen.
You're frozen.
Yeah, don't say anything.
No, stop.
I
You're
am
gonna
so
have to repeat it. I am. We're so captivated.
I'm so captivated by your cloak right now. You look so great. All right, you're back.
You almost so much so that you almost feel a sense of attraction and this like this weird urge that you're able to quell. Calliope, however, and
Really sexy right now, Solara.
And Francois, who rolled a 6, are now almost like drooling, lustfully looking at you, Solara.
Yeah.
Calliope specifically, you can't control yourself as you start walking towards her. You bump into a leg of a table, and the table kind of moves, and you don't even notice, and you just like keep and like you put Solara's hair behind her ear, and like you grab the side of her face before you even know what's going on.
I mean, she's looking sexy, but let's consent here, baby.
Taking the cloak off as I'm shaking it off as I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Hell of a cloak.
You guys know this could definitely be useful for something else, some other time.
Yeah, you take the cloak off, and Calliope immediately just snaps out of it and is like, draws her hand back.
You should wear that next time you see Cabe, huh?
You know what would happen if you wear that into battle?
Oh.
I know, like imagine though, like all the enemies are like on Anya. I put it on to distract them. That's got to give them some
And then
kind
I'll
of
just
disadvantage.
slice and dice
The
through.
sexy cloak. Yeah, sign me up for the big mystery boom boom box, Francois. What the
Not
fuck?
everyday safe, but
Let's
it
go.
could be useful.
I slam the Orchid necklace down on the counter and point to the vial too.
So real quick, Solara, write down in your inventory. I don't know. I just farted this out. Let's call it the Cloak of Love. And it has a couple of different properties to it. Some of them you know by now. Some of you don't. But the most distinct is that it has the ability of a filter of love. I'm gonna have to work out the rules with it, but let's say it probably has. Okay, let's say it has 3 charges, and with each charge, you can spend an action to do what it says for the filter of love in the book. And I'll read that for you once you're ready. The next time you see a creature within 10 minutes after putting this cloak on and using the action, you become charmed. Let's say that creature becomes charmed by you for an hour. If the creature is of a species and gender that you are normally attracted to, it regards you as its true love while charmed.
That's fun. We can all wear this too. We can take turns.
This sounds like dress up. Sounds like so much fun.
So much fun. I want a box.
Yep. So it has 3 charges. After that, we'll figure it out. But might be a way to recharge it. But yeah, what's next?
What was that oil called again?
There was the oil of etherealness. There is. He kind of pulls out a couple different oils and, for sake of time, explains a few of them as oil of sharpness, oil of slipperiness, and a couple other oils that are meant more for combat, dipping your weapons in to give you advantages against certain creatures that are vulnerable to certain types of damage, such as oil of let's say like fire damage, oil of cold, oil there's any damage type that you can think of, he may or may not have an oil for it. I can roll for it, but
Give me one of the mystery boxes too, Francois.
okay. Yes. Would you like the common box, the uncommon, or the rare?
I want the big boy.
The big boy, the rare. That would be 2,000 gold pieces.
Oh God, never mind. I want the one down from that.
Of course. Yes. 200.
So that's the one I wanted too, but
not as much flair, but still.
2,000's a lot of money, Francois.
So you would like a box as well?
Oh yeah, baby.
Of course. Let's do some more rolling.
Baldrick's putting on the orc tooth necklace and remembering Drake's rat skull necklace that he snatched from me when he left last time. This was right. This was good. Do I look intimidating? Do you still think?
very, very scary. Oh yeah, definitely scary.
Feels good. Working on my raw. When Anya does it, it seems so natural. It just comes from like her core. I feel like I'm getting it too up in the face, too up in the throat. Get it? That's not. I'm working on that. That's why I need a horn. Cloak of love, baby. The cloak of love. The cloak of love. Cloak of love. Where did Carmina go?
No, you're the one that didn't notice your sister walking away.
I mean, yeah. I was so entranced by the cloak of love. And the oils. Cloak of love. It's driving me mad. It's making me crazy. Why does it say lizards? That's a little bit of a concern. Also, the fact that Anya and I rolled high out the Wazuzu and still felt the effects of the cloak.
So yeah,
We
you
just
rolled
weren't
like a
Dangerous
26. Just use it all the time.
Oh, you went to go get water.
Wait,
No!
so if I have charmed someone with it, does that mean they're my biatch?
Jeez.
That's the name of the episode.
You open this box, and you find inside 2 cufflinks, 2 wristbands that, as you pick them up, they seem kind of frail and almost as if like with each touch, bits of pieces come off of it, but they look scaly as they go around. Made out of bronze, but like old, kind of frail, kind of bronze.
Okay.
As you pick them up, you feel a sense of power. You feel that they are an ancient relic and have very much sentimental use to them. You see some ancient writing in a ancient language that you don't understand, kind of written around the cufflink. Actually, what languages do you speak again?
Common, Celestial, Infernal, and Sylvan.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't recognize this language. Yeah, you're not sure.
What the fuck that says? Do they look cool?
They do look super cool. Like I said, bronze, kind of sharp around the edges, scaled, almost like dragon scales, but not quite. More like honeycomb, like beehive, like hexagonal scales around each. The coloring is a bit faded, but they seem pretty sturdy, even with it being very, very old and seemingly frail, but intact.
Put it on.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Nobody's trying to make out with me. Dirty 20.
Okay. No one's trying to make out with you. Nope.
Baldric's secretly disappointed, but not so secretly. She makes a face about it. She kind of looks around at everybody.
I'm like, Baldric, I told you, you can wear the cloak anytime.
I don't know that we should let that happen.
Well, maybe she should wear it around what's his name too as well. I know you.
Diablo, we don't talk about that.
Can you give me the name of a type of creature that you hate, that Baldric hates?
Giant worms. Big ol', what are they called? The worms.
The purple worm was specifically a monstrosity, I think.
Oh no.
Is that your choice? I'm gonna look that up.
That's the true answer.
Okay, monstrosity. Okay. With a dirty 20, you're kind of inspecting them. The combination of looking at them in person, wearing them and feeling them, and recollecting some memory of maybe some limericks that you've sung about, you think that they may, and being in Eastwind, you think that they may or may not have been worn by the original Holder Heck dwarf in the bloodline of the Holder Hecks that now Trebok is a part of. Not really sure how they ended up here, but just by the bronze carvings, it doesn't look dwarven made though, which is the weird thing. It looks made by humans, but nevertheless, you think you've heard of these cufflings before, and you think that you're looking at those letterings again, and it might be talking about something about the Holder Heck, family crest or something. When you put them on, you get an immediate that traumatic hatred for the worms and such things builds up in you. Anything like slimy, I guess, without arms or legs, you I don't know, it stirs something up inside you. You also get the sense that you could be, if you use it right, you could be unnaturally strong for a certain amount of time. So that it gains the property of strength of a hill giant. And like the cloak, it has 3 charges. When you use a charge, when you use an action to expend a charge, and your strength score becomes a 21 for, let's see how long that is. For 1 hour. So that means 21 is a +5 modifier strength. So yeah, you have 3 charges. So go ahead and write that down.
I'm really fucking powerful right now.
I'm gonna write a few more notes, but that's that.
Who else is doing a mystery box? It's the mystery box episode.
It is.
Well, if you offered us a box that could have anything in it, of course we're all like, what is
Fun
it?
and shiny mystery box.
And this is still the first store. We haven't even hit the forge yet.
Love.
The horses.
I haven't even got to see my solid black horse yet, like, that I know is there.
I know he's there.
Do we each get a horse, or I don't remember.
We all get horses. 4 horses.
Yep.
Charlotte, you are muted.
Muted.
Everybody's getting a horse.
You get a pony. And
My brain.
What's Anya shopping for in this shop here?
No, I mean, if there's something that could like increase my strength like that, I mean, I don't want to have to buy a mystery box to.
I mean, if you buy a fun mystery
Chance
box
it.
and you get something fun, then I'll trade you my Hill Giant Strength gauntlets.
I mean, I'm not
Mystery
Francois.
box. Mystery box.
Mystery box!
Like, I'm always
Toad!
always down for something. Oh my gosh. That will increase my natural strength that I've already been gifted with.
She's gifted!
What you got from me, Francois?
Are you curious in another mystery box? It seems your friends have had quite some luck.
Depends on your perspective. I would find that cloak to be quite annoying, but
I find
do you
it
have
to be quite
anything?
lovely. And he winks at Solara. So I was like, ooh, major egg.
Do you have anything that would modify strength?
Temporarily, such as potions that make you feel like you have the strength of a giant, and several different types of giants. Frost giant, fire giant, cloud giant, storm giant. Just depends how strong you're trying to feel, darling. Those, of course, are temporary.
How much would those be? Right. How much are those?
Well, a bit on the pricier side. The hill giant would be... Strength of a hill giant would be 100 gold for that potion. The strength of a frost giant or stone giant or fire giant would each be 300 gold each. The strength of a cloud giant, I only have one of those in stock, as they are quite rare. Those, of course, would be... That potion would be 2,500 gold. And it seems I do not have a potion of the storm giant. Perhaps up north you might have more luck, as they are more prevalent up there.
What the heck? I'll get a box.
Mystery box! Mystery box!
Of what rarity?
I'll do the 250 one.
Excellent.
It's supposed to get all the money from us.
Wait, did she get a mystery box?
She did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Chris is like regretting this as an
Something
option.
good.
I am.
Better be something good.
It's okay, as long as you guys are having fun and can patiently wait, I'm having fun.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Yeah, buddy.
Anya probably just got like the best thing. In true Anya style. Oh my god. Oh no.
Unbelievable.
And it's all random because you rolled for it, right?
It certainly is. It certainly is.
Boy.
Okay. He pulls out this box and out of the medium rarity section. It's a smaller box. kind of slides the lid, kind of like Rosalie's little tooth box, how it slides. It's the wooden, just a small wooden box, slides the lid open, and pulls out this, looks like a brooch, maybe? Very shiny brooch in the shape of a leaf. Kind of think like Lord of the Rings, how a clasp that would hold their cloak together, that kind of metal ornament. It's in the shape of a leaf. The petal is lined with yellow intricate design, and there is a yellow diamond in the center of it. And it looks like, yeah, it's a clasp that holds a cloak together, or, you know, can just be worn as a pin on an article of clothing.
I'm gonna kind of look down at it. And then I'll put it on and see if anything fancy happens.
Okay. As you put it on, you feel this immense pain. Mental pain from, like, as if, like, you just had a trauma response and were triggered by something. And you're having this terrible memory of your past. Except you realize it's not your past. It's not your memory that you're having. It's someone else's memory. You all of a sudden are outside of your body, and you're having this mental image in your mind of this giant. You're in some sort of like cathedral, but it's dark and decrepit, abandoned. There's a big fight going on towards the altar. Seems like a couple of elves fighting against these undead creatures. There's skeletons walking down the aisles, destroying pews as people fight over them. There is a death knight coming down the aisle, killing everything in its wake, riding on a dead black horse. There is seems to be the leader of this undead army, fighting what looks to just be like an elven woman. And as you see her, you get the sense that she's your mother, but it's not like Anya's mother, but you just get this like motherly feeling towards this person. Right before you are stabbed to death by a skeleton, and then all of a sudden you come to, and you just have this very painful memory as you put this on. In outside of character, do you know what event I was describing?
Was that from Arathia? Was that
Season 1, Heroes of Arathia finale.
Wait, your mother.
Maybe Kyle remembers.
Trying to remember. I might look back.
Frick, I didn't take notes then. I mean, that was in the, like, when we were defeating Sai.
Mm-hmm. You're also getting.
But
like,
whose mom died?
It wasn't the mom that died in that vision.
Oh, it was Kier's. Oh, this is Kier's.
Mm-hmm. So the mom would be.
How did it? Oh, Genova.
Genova. Yep.
Aquarius would be disappointed.
Aquarius's lover.
Aquarius's lover. That's right. Maybe he needs to put the cloak
Oh
on.
gosh.
Yeah. So you're getting this flashback. You're also getting flashbacks of like Alagar and the whole corrupt city of Avalon. You basically now have the history of what happened over in Arathia, specifically in the town of Avalon, and how it was destroyed by this corruption.
So I have everything until Kier died. So I've got all of season 1, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you don't. Not everything. It's just the really painful parts. So that
Oh,
battle,
just the trauma. Cool.
just the trauma. Yep. So
Does
you've
anything
just
else come with
received
that?
someone else's trauma. There is as you wear it, you all of a sudden feel this sense of direction, like physical direction, like you feel like a human compass. Specifically when you're underground, which definitely would have been useful in the past couple of episodes. But you always know exactly how far down you are.
Oh, Isolde.
Yeah, this is Isolde's that ability that Isolde had, the exact same thing. Delver, let's see. Yeah. While underground, you always know the item's depth below the surface and the direction to the nearest staircase, ramp, or other path leading upward. Yeah, like I said, would have been very useful in the first part of this campaign and last season. But last but not least, you make an Arcana check.
Hmm. 17 plus 7.
Okay. You're studying the yellow diamond in the center of this leaf petal brooch. And you've maybe encountered something like this before, but it acts more as a button than it does a something for looks. It's somehow, by the way that you're studying it and that you've studied these things before, and knowing that it's made from elves, that it's ceremonial, this ornament, you know that elves created this not only to look good, but also to have the ability to conjure an earth elemental. It has one charge, and you can spend an action. You can use an action to spend one charge to conjure an earth elemental.
And then I'd have to let it recharge before I could use it again.
Yeah, you're
right?
not really sure how it recharges, or if it's even able to recharge.
Okay.
But you know that it has one
Okay.
charge at least, and it looks like it's still intact and it hasn't been used yet.
Okay.
Yep.
Liapy,
Liapy,
stand
you're
for
trying to buy a
mystery
box.
box. Mystery box.
Well, if he's like, I'd rather buy spells with this.
You never know. I'm going for the mystery box.
Oh,
Why not?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Our journey wouldn't be complete together, women, if you weren't all satisfied with a box of your own. Of course you would like a box.
Mystery box. Mystery box. Go get water while this is happening.
Yeah, you go get some water. You go take the load off.
Go take a load off while you're
Don't
loading
worry.
up those.
Yeah. Gosh.
So funny.
He's regretting his choice. It's like, God damn it.
Oh my gosh. No, I did not just roll that for you. Mm-hmm.
That good or bad is what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, with Calliope's track record.
Excuse me, I did not come here to be attacked.
Listen, it's just fact. I hope it's not.
I'm out to have a good time. I'm honestly feeling so attacked right now. It's not my fault. I'm a glass cannon.
Francois hands you this box, kind of shorter, flat, and you open it up, and inside there is a very dusty, dirty-looking hat, like a wizard's hat, almost kind of floppy. You kind of pick it up, brush some of the dust off, and yeah, it's got the pointy top that you kind of expand. It's got a few symbols around the brim that match the some of the symbols, the smaller symbols that are on Anya's brooch, and you realize they are connected with the Holderheck family crest. Yeah. Roll an arcane check.
I love it when Chris stops himself before he tells us too much.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, wait.
Yeah. It's always the hesitation, and then, yeah.
19.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely archaic. There's something about the dirt and the dust that's coming off of it that is not natural. And it seemed... It looks like it's Dwarven made, and you could conclude that it was maybe made by dwarves for the Holderheck family or by the Holderhecks themselves. And you get the sense that the Holderheck family long ago used to be spellcasters and were they had to have been if they were to make something of this nature. And Francois looks at it and says, yes, may I borrow one of your canteens of water?
I'll pull out my canteen of water and hand it to him.
Yes, I'll fill it up, but just watch this. I've seen this type of thing before. And he pours out some of the water just onto the floor into a little puddle and corks it back, hands it to you, if I may. And he takes a pinch of dust, of dirt, off the brim of the hat, sprinkles it onto the pool of water, and it immediately absorbs all the water up, completely dry, and forms it into a small pellet that looks like a small marble rolling around the floor now. And he picks it up and he throws it into his hand and he hands it to you.
It's from him.
Yes, it seems what you have is an item that has the property of dust of dryness. Not just any dust, obviously. It has the ability to absorb water. And it seems you have... It may run out, but quite a few uses. Judging by the size of the hat, I would say 8.
If you gave that dust to a person, what do you think it would do? I'm whispering it to Anya.
If that person were a water elemental, well, I fear for that person then. Oh, no, sorry. Eavesdropping.
I'm gonna put it on my head.
Okay.
Run away.
As you put it on your head, it kind of cracks and crinkles. As soon as you put it on your head, you feel just an utter sense of discomfort. It is repulsive. Your mouth just becomes dry, like you become really thirsty.
I'm going to take it off my head and go, nope.
Yep.
Your lips are looking really chapped.
Yeah, it's feeling yeah, you kind of cringe when you put it on, but
You tried.
for
That's
a brief,
cursed hat.
yeah, for a brief second though, you feel like your conscious was not the only one there when you put it on your head.
Oh.
The sorting
Not?
hat.
I haven't
The
talked
cursed
about
sorting
that.
Gryffindor! Better be Ravenclaw!
Literally just Francois' voice in your head, though, every time you put it on.
It's the sorting hat. That's why I was laughing. I'm like, this is actually the sorting hat.
It's actually the sorting hat.
Yeah. So, write in your inventory the Hat of Dryness, I guess.
Made out of 100% real witch skin.
Uh-huh.
And then Anya, in yours, it would be Kyr's brooch, I guess. Kyrre. Kyr's brooch. Valdrick, did I give you the name of yours? It was...
Gauntlets of Hill Giant Strength, bitch. Pow pow!
Bitch.
Yeah. Holder Heck Bracers seem cooler. But yeah. Okay. You have gained 2,800 gold. You've spent 1,000 of it.
It's so funny.
On just a bunch of random stuff that will probably almost never get used.
Send us in the directions of
Worth
the
it.
stables, Francois.
If you wrote them down, they will get used. Yes, I must be closing up my shop for the night. It is getting late. The stables are, of course, at the front of the city, the western part. You're not traveling in the dark, are you?
Oh, we're fine.
Very well.
We have to spend the night anyways, because Valdrick wants to go to the blacksmith in the morning, so.
It's true. I also want a pony.
Well, do you want your pony now just to have to put it back in the stable, or just do that in the morning?
Like really late, our place is not going to be open anymore.
Probably is pretty late.
All of the shops in the Luminara Plaza are closing for the night, including mine. So if you will, please. But
Okay.
the Deg's Keg stays open pretty late, and of course, if you're looking for a place for rest, the Bronze Dragon is always open.
We love bronze dragons.
I wouldn't say love, no.
Right, well, to the bronze dragon. I could use a shower. I don't have a prestibigibbon bundy bunch but a passion. Like,
Do you want me to clean you off?
no. It feels oddly intimate.
Well,
What
okay
did
then.
I don't think we're at sponge bath yet, and I just feel
It's not a sponge bath, it's instant.
sponge bathy.
Oh, let's go find the inn then. I mean, she's done. She's like, okay, then let's go.
Yes, you'll find the Bronze Dragon Inn at the entrance of Eastwind, which I'm sure you're familiar with on the western side. Which you're not. You have not even been to the entrance because you came in on the eastern side from the dock the first time, and then the second time teleported up through the Underdark.
We have no idea what you're talking about, Francois, but yeah.
Yeah, actually, the western side is the only part of the city you haven't been to. The Forge Heart Cathedral part towards the north. Right now, you're in the dead center with the Luminar Plaza. The south is the entrance to the Underdark, and then the east is the docks.
And he said the stables are in the west too, right?
Yes, that is correct. Of course, for travelers, most travelers are coming through from the west.
Let's go take a little sleepy in a bath and go and get some ponies in the morning.
All right. Get our ponies.
All
Get our
right.
ponies.
You travel through the night as the sun is setting. Takes not quite as long to get there, and not as many steps. It's more just traveling through the streets of Eastwind City rather than up through the grand staircase. So your calves are thanking you for this one. But as you get there, night falls. There are the entrance is pretty well lit. As you go through the streets, the entrance of the Bronze Dragon Inn is pretty well lit. Very familiar looking piece of architecture. The statue is out in front of this big bronze head of a dragon. It's got goes down to the neck, and it's just like at the very entrance of this kind of L-shaped building. Kind of bland looking building, and the most intricate part of it is this giant bronze head of a dragon. And as you enter, let's see. Yeah, sure, we'll deal with that. We're bopping. Oh my gosh, everyone's head is bopping. So you get in there. There are pretty high ceilings, pretty bland looking entrance. There's a fireplace in the back, and most of the common area has been vacated for the night. A lot of the rooms are closed and occupied for the night. You see a few open rooms, and you kind of peek inside as you guys enter, and all the rooms are about the same layout. Probably about 200 square feet with big bed on the bottom, table on the other side, a mini fireplace, and then a ladder that goes up to a loft, and it's got this nice little loft area for each of these rooms. And there's a gruff-looking little dwarf tending to the counter. He's actually sitting in his chair, feet up on the desk, hands propped up on his big stomach, kind of clamped down on his beard, and fast asleep.
Anya, pick him awake.
Gently, Anya. Gentle kicks. Inside kicks.
I'm just gonna kick the chair. I kicked the chair.
Yes. 1, 2, 4, 5. 5 of you tonight. Are you looking for a room tonight?
The 5 of us.
Wait a minute. 4. There's 4 of you. Yes. I have a few vacancies. Yes. Let me find the key.
And he kind of stumbles and falls off his chair.
Doing great, buddy.
Yes. How's about for room for the night? Should hold the 4 of you. 2 gold pieces for each of you. Yes.
Hell yeah, brother. Slip them 2 pieces.
Why not?
Or we can do 3 gold pieces each and provide a free meal in the morning. My wife's stew. You wouldn't want to miss.
I love a good free stew.
The best soup is stew in Eastwind, all of Eastwind, yes.
Love that for us.
I love that for me. It just keeps me warm.
And he pats his big belly.
Yeah, buddy, I'll have enough, whatever you're having.
Yes, well, in the morning you will, and enjoy your stay. And yes, 1, 2, 3, 12 gold pieces for the 4 of you.
Yeah.
He takes it, turns around, fumbles through his key rack, takes a key, slides it across.
In the morning, 8 a.m., in the common place, there will be stew for those who paid the fee, which you all did, and enjoy your stay.
Remember when Anya wouldn't even share a room with us?
I was gonna say, this is such a good sleepover.
It's been a while since we had a safe sleepover.
there are 2 queen-size beds in here in this room. There's one on the bottom floor with the fireplace, and then there's a ladder, a wooden ladder that goes to the loft with another queen-size bed.
Who's cuddling me? I'm a cuddler. You all know that.
Fly you just like to bed with Valdrick.
Come on, baby.
Anya, I'll sleep with my head at this side of the bed, so we're like opposites, you know, just don't kick me, please.
Sounds
you don't.
perfect.
I hope you don't
Sounds
mind.
perfect.
I have to play some tunes before we sleep. I hope you all don't mind. Just really light tunes. Gentle tunes.
I know that.
I'm like really loudly like bong bong tuning my lute as I say this. It's gonna be really gentle.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm just laying on the bed like
I'm gonna
like
go.
truly
I'm gonna go
relaxed for the first time in
shower giant worm guts off of me.
Oh, that too, yeah, we all.
Yeah.
I dibs, like I'm already out of the shower.
I'm gonna go last because I still want a hot shower, but I'm looking at
Yeah,
You guys get
Valdrick starts playing Boulevard of Broken Dreams, medieval style, and as each of you, one by one, go use the toilet or the washroom. There's pretty much just a curtain that wraps around in a circle, got patches in it, kind of definitely used, but still functional. There's like a pulley system to kind of wash yourself as you pull the cord. Water comes down and you're able to shower the disgusting blood and sweat and dirt and worm guts off of yourselves for the night. As one by one, Valdrick's playing this, and
You know what I want to see is Chris's Spotify Wrapped. That's what I want to see.
Chris has got the wildest Spotify Wrapped.
it was my number 1 was Courtyard Apocalypse by Alexander Desplat, which is the Deathly Hallows Part 2 scene where Voldemort is killing attacking an elementary school. And it is my number 1 because on January 1st we were finishing our finale, and it was on repeat. It was the battle against the ancient
for like
bronze
6
dragon.
hours. Yeah.
It was on repeat. And so from January 1st, I started racking it up, and then I also used it for our Heroes of Arathia finale. So that was on repeat then.
Yep.
And it racked them up.
I was like, this guy really likes this song. He's in the top 0.5% of listeners.
Yeah.
God.
Alexander
That's
was like,
crazy.
Yeah.
Alexander saw you personally and was like, whoa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Doing something.
That was it.
I've got the windows open. I'm under the moon right now and I'm wearing nothing. I'm completely buck-ass naked. Every time somebody comes out of the shower, it's just me with my lute naked on the balcony.
There's a
song.
There's a balcony in like the loft area. As far as like to the outside world, there's a sunroof right in the dead center, and yeah, you can expose yourself to the window if you would like to, but you all get the advantages of a long rest. You don't have to use camping supplies because in the morning you'll have the stew to supply that for yourselves. So if there's anything else you're doing in the middle of the night, we kind of fast forward to the morning if you would like.
Yep. Go straight to sleep.
Yeah, this song concludes. Yeah, you guys
excited
fall asleep
gymming of our horses.
Mm-hmm.
That we are going to look so awesome riding.
Solara imagining herself on the back of a fully black horse with her hair just flowing in the wind.
Literally.
That was your dreams.
Yes. And it's his name will be Onyx.
Yeah, you wake
You're
up
iconic.
bright and early.
Hopefully.
A Dwarven woman is bringing in pot after pot after pot of this rabbit stew and putting it on the long table that's in the common place. You guys kind of wake up, refresh yourselves, sharpen your weapons, clean a little bit of dirt that's on your leather armor, and you go out and see other people, dwarves, humans coming out of their rooms respectively, and all kind of sitting around at this common area, taking their own seats, eating. You guys are kind of discussing for the day, like, oh, I hope my horse is beautiful. I hope they have black horses. Typical conversation amongst the wenches at a breakfast table.
Yep.
And yeah, you make your way to the stables, which is right at the edge of Eastwind City. Yeah, travel through the streets. It's right outside the walls of Eastwind, and this is the first time you've actually been outside of Eastwind. It's so close, before docking, so long ago. And you get a good view west of where you're about to be traveling. It's pretty hilly. There are a few trees here and there, but no dense forest, no really tall mountains, just kind of regular plains looking that you're going to be traveling across. Kind of some rocky terrain in the distance, but yeah, sun's shining. 9 a.m. You finish your breakfast and you are at the stables. There's a human tending to the stables. Human female. She's got just a kind of a long, pale pink dress on. Hair pulled into braids. Black hair pulled into 2 braids. Got bangs that go down to her eyebrow line.
Get in there, Solara.
Hello, we're here for our horses. The king should have let you know. We're the wenches of Waydora.
Right. Give paperwork stating so. I wasn't notified of any.
Anya.
Valdrick fumbles in her pocket for the seal and just passes it over.
Oh yeah, Valdrick.
She opens it up and continues to pet one of the horses as she reads it. Ah, it's about time. There's a change in leadership. Very well. 4 horses.
Apologies for the confusion.
Of course not. Not accepted. Not needed. There are, we here at Eastwind dress our men and women with the finest of horses. Of course, being that this is mostly a Dwarven city, we have mostly smaller ponies, but I will find some taller horses for the taller, what you call yourselves, the wenches?
Yes,
okay,
wenches.
Of Waydora.
Of
Yes.
Waydora.
Oh,
that is important.
Auspicious are we? Okay. Well,
okay.
I will see what I can find.
Thank you.
Bear with
Probably
me one
an
moment.
all black one. Yeah, thank you. We're about to get like miniature horses, you guys.
I send it back. I send
Absolutely
it
not
back.
walking.
No. Oh no. Okay.
Okay, I'm making rolls.
Oh no.
So, Solara, you wanted a pure, just black horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Valdrick, you wanted.
Magic.
Listen to me.
Oh god.
I want him to be gray or white. His name is Brackenburn. I'm gonna paint those gold.
You like echoing through Mina made it so much
I'm
better.
sorry.
Like you were truly like announcing it through a megaphone. It's like his name will be Brackenburn.
Anya, what would your ideal horse be, Anya?
I want the most ornery horse.
that's just like nobody likes that horse. That's the horse that I want. And I was thinking a black horse too, but I could also go for like dark brown with like black like points on the.
I think
like,
a silver
hooves.
horse would look sick for Anya. Just silver horse.
Okay.
Yeah, like a yeah. I
Like-
just want the one that's like a pain in everyone's ass. That's the one.
Okay.
Okay.
The spirit.
And Calliope, your ideal horse.
I want a black and white horse.
Okay.
I was gonna go for black, and then Solara said black. I was like,
Sorry,
okay.
that's why I said it.
No,
first.
you're fine.
I'm just kidding. We could be a squad of black death horses. It'd be so cool.
The stable hand comes back with 4 horses. The first one, she kind of hands the reins to Solara, and it is an ugly looking horse. The mane is
ugly.
the hair is just like kind of frayed. It looks like it has a bandage around its right front, knee. It doesn't limp when it walks, but it looks like it has some sort of recent injury. Kind of bucks a little bit whenever you grab the reins. It is it's kind of brown, not really shiny. It just kind of looks dirty, not really shiny. Mane. And that's your horse. The horse that was handed to Valdrick is the most beautiful white stallion you've ever seen in your life. Everything you've pictured, everything you've imagined in a horse is this horse with a natural 20 that I rolled.
God.
Anya, your ideal horse, it's a janky looking horse.
Boy.
He
No.
he as she was bringing out this horse, he kicked one of the doors and busted it open. Wood splintered everywhere. As
It's
bucked.
gonna be you should name it Nox.
I'm not
And-
naming it Nox.
Yeah, hard knocks. It's shades of gray and I don't know, shades of gray and whatever another natural color would be. But it's a solid looking horse. It looks a little rough around the edges, but it looks like it's been experienced and not held up in a stables all its life. It looks like it wants to get out, and it's been itching and dying. No matter how much it's bucking, it wants to get out there. Calliope, if Solara's horse was very ugly and feeble looking, yours is even worse. With a natural 1, a smaller, a short looking
Dwarf
pony.
pony.
It's a 3-legged pony. It has a wooden artificial peg that has like a joint, and it kind of limps. It comes out. This short-looking pony comes out, limps out. It sneezes, and a long loogie of snot is just hanging down its nose. It realizes that it's like on its face. It slobbers, and a big loogie shoots across. I'm
just picturing Bosa style, like just the.
Yeah, and lands on it, splats on your arm.
You don't have anything better than that one. Anything.
This horse, yes, she may look a bit.
She's got a leg.
3 legs.
She may look a bit disabled. Yes, 3 legs, but that's because she's our most trustworthy steed. She's traveled far.
Can she be ridden?
She's traveled far and across. Oh yes, she's come all the way from Southwind. Yes,
She looks it.
Yes. Yes, we call her.
I'm so sorry.
We call this one Bessie, and she's reliable. This one belongs to you, wizard. Here, you'll find your mount here. The the saddle has like stains on it that you're not really sure. It looks like lovemaking stains.
Somebody died on the back of this horse.
Yeah, or something else happened on the.
Oh my gosh.
But there's the horse. I rolled a 1. That's the horse you got.
It's fucking early.
The way, Mina, you were just like staring downward, just like, of course. But I think you were gone earlier, but I was talking about, Calliope just having, horrible luck a lot. I was like, that is,
Yeah, the poor
This
horse...
is actually... It's only bad if you think it's bad.
That's true.
Yeah, the poor little pony, it's all black, it's got a white patch around its eye, and it's got
awesome.
that peg leg, and it looks up at you, Calliope, and kind of wags its tail back and forth. It catches out of its peripheral. It catches its tail out of the peripheral, and then starts circling and chasing its tail. And because it's on the right side, where it has the artificial leg, it stumbles and does a barrel roll in the dust, and kind of falls over.
She's stupid. Oh no.
I think I can fix my horse. I don't
know about Betsy.
I don't know what's going on with yours.
I bet you Bessie's very loyal.
As the stable hand is mounting the horses and gearing them up with saddles and straps and pouches and stuff for carrying, I want everyone to make an animal handling roll for me, please.
Oh, I have a good bonus.
Oh, I'm proficient.
Oh, thank God.
Let's go.
And see how well you mount your horses with all your
18.
baggage and...
17,
15.
12, 18.
23.
Okay.
I got a 23 too.
Okay. Yeah, you're all four
horse
able
girls.
to... Yeah, the DC was a 15, so clap you with a 15. You barely make it. You kind of hop up once, overshooting it because it's a smaller horse, and you're on the other side, and you're like, shoot, I put too much jump into it, and then you kind of hop back. But you're fine. It kind of bucks a bit. But all four of you are able to mount your horses with ease and make it look like you've done this before in the stable.
Oh yeah.
handles.
Before I mounted my horse, I wanted to see if there was anything I could do as far as any injuries it might have, if I could heal that. Is it if I could? I don't know if that's a medicine check I'd have to. I know you said it looked like it had a bandage or something like that.
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Okay. 22.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of take a look at the bandage. It's attracting a lot of flies and kind of down to it, and you kind of take a closer look, and it looks like it's a bit of a festering wound. You kind of peel back some of the bandaging and see that it has nothing to do with the bone or anything. It's more surface level, possibly infection. You're not really sure, but it's definitely from a scratch of some sort or a cut rather than a bone break. There's nothing wrong with the bone.
Okay. So overall, then it looks like something I can at least maybe do a little healing for, and it might relieve it. I want it to trust me.
You could, and it would take very minimal healing to heal it.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Okay. I will just do a little cure wounds.
Okay.
I'm just thinking if it's I guess the first level. I guess that would be enough, maybe.
Yeah, you can try it.
Yeah, I'll just do it again if anything. Okay, so it'll be 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. 8. 7 plus. So it'd be 17 healing.
Okay. So I'll take your medicine roll for all that as far as the healing effectiveness, but go ahead and roll animal handling to see how it receives it.
Okay. And I want to just, like, as I'm doing it, I'm going to look at in its eyes and be like, I'm going to look at your leg, if you understand me. And, 12, 6, 8,
Solara, the would-be druid.
18. It's my next class.
Yeah,
I need to learn. How do I permanently learn speaking with animals?
Yeah, with an 18, you kind of peel back the bandaging, you inspect the wound, you assess it, and you kind of just close your eyes, inhale deeply, you look into the horse's eyes, and put your hand very gently over top of the leg itself, and you kind of mutter a bit of a prayer under your breath to Kelemvor. Your shield glows behind you, and with that, the horse kind of flinches a second, but then relaxes as the archaic warmth exudes from your hand to the leg all throughout the body of the horse. And the horse seems to do like a little gallop in response, like a light little happy gallop, and kind of like nods its head up and down and nuzzles its head once up against you.
Okay. I'm gonna have to think of a name for you.
Kind of playfully stamping the ground, the dirt underneath, trying out its new leg.
All right, I hop on him, ready to go. Or should we leave our horses here, you guys, and come back for them?
Yeah, are you guys
What do
setting
y'all
out?
wanna do?
I know you guys did not pick up any. I don't think you have any.
We're not done shopping.
Supplies, yeah. But you have your horses.
I thought we got some camping supplies from Francois.
We did.
Okay. I thought we still had to at least hit the black.
Or no, we didn't. We bought him out of his food, right?
Yeah.
Bought a lot of turkey from.
Yeah,
got some ox. I don't actually know. We didn't actually ask how much that was. So
yeah, we didn't discuss it.
It's a tab.
The big ox would probably cover you guys between the jerky and the immediate like meat. Probably cover you guys for 160 worth of camping supplies, which would be 160 gold. Is that what we decided? 1 gold per. Yeah, I think that's what we decided.
Yeah.
Check with my ADM, but.
So that would be 40.
I wrote that down.
Okay.
So it's not. And what is it? It's 10 camping supply per person for rest.
Yeah, to get a full
Okay,
rest.
so that would be 4 long rests.
Yeah.
Should we try to just load up on more just in case? And could be a long time between towns.
Yes, that would hold you for 4 days worth of travel. Your horses will need.
Oh shit, we gotta ship for the horses.
Yeah, your horses won't need as much, but still probably 3 camping supplies per horse per long rest.
So then we should probably like stock the fuck up. Also, I wanted to get my horn done.
Yes, want to buy like a weapon or something.
Yeah, you guys can always divide and conquer too, and I'll play each one, but it's up to you guys, however you want to do it.
I would love to do more shopping, but also I do need to go to nighttime.
We can always split this into a part 2 shopping. Don't feel rushed. If you guys have more to do, we can. This is a good stopping point. You've got your horses, as gimpy as they are. Sorry, Calliope, I rolled a 1. Hate to see it.
Why do you do this to me?
But it's so
Why
funny,
is it
though.
always
It's so funny though. You're riding a tiny little pony with a 3-legged pony.
Your next quest marker should be trying to find her a better limb.
Oh my.
Probably.
gosh.
I'm gonna check with the blacksmith. I'm gonna bring my pony to the blacksmith and be like, "Can you help her?"
A better horse altogether. Just. I'm sorry.
No,
that's all that's available. All the other ones are for rent and for purchase.
Giving
These
me
are.
Bessie.
No, Bessie's were as reliable as they come, darling. You're not.
She
gonna think...
looked at me and wagged her little butt and tail. She is now mine. I have claimed her.
To keep her
Yeah,
forever.
she
I
does
have
look.
claimed animals. I'm gonna learn it at my next rest and write it in my
That's
spellbook.
literally.
So I can talk
I'm just
with
gonna
her.
be like, can you cast it on me? I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like paying Calliope every day to cast it on me, so I can talk to my horse too.
I may or may not. I may or may not forget every bit of description that I just described for these horses as they pull them out of the butt. So
I got it.
I'm hoping that you guys wrote them down
I
in your
think
books.
mine just needs a good washing and some conditioner and some mane and tail.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, excuse me, do you have any mane and tail? At every little shop.
Yeah, get some oil.
Get some oil.
Yeah, just some nice little horsey oil or something.
Me and my most beautiful pony.
Go back to Francois.
You guys
Standing
like
next to Bessie.
shiny, like comes out, stands in the sunlight, and sparkles.
When I saw him, I whispered,
You know, Calliope, this is the price you pay for getting power leveled.
"This is true."
It's true.
You get power level to get
All
Bessie.
balance. It's all
Was the price
all
I paid
balance.
for this.
It's true.
I've
Yeah.
died basically
Well.
twice. I feel like that was enough.
You
And
almost.
gotten eaten by a worm.
That was so funny.
But you
I couldn't-
didn't.
Like, that was the hardest
You
I've laughed
did.
in a while.
I got you out.
I almost got eaten by
I know,
that
that was
one.
the hardest I laughed in a minute. I was so. The more you described Bessie, the worse it
It was
got.
just like me watching Mina's reaction. Like, she was just like
slow disappointment.
spiraling.
Oh no!
It just is.
Oh no! He
it's like
turned the lights
meme of-
red.
Oh no.
Thought we were safe.
The cliffhanger for this week's episode.
Oh boy.
Bessie's not the cliffhanger.
The stable hand turns into. I'm just kidding.
Standing up to me.
As you guys are testing out your horses and everything and talking about camping supplies and all this, Anya, you
No, you
feel...
froze.
Ugh.
It's the worst time. He's gonna be so mad. Look at them though.
Oh no.
You guys are back.
I am so mad, and I was so mad, and I still am so mad.
Calliope, in the way that you have worse luck, I get all the trauma.
Yes.
So you know.
Anya,
You lose them.
Anya, as you saddle up on your horse kind of flinches at the feeling of your blade, your sun blade hilt against it, and you're like, what the heck's wrong? And you touch your blade, and it's briefly hot, and then back to normal room temperature.
Oh, I was jokingly okay. So with my armor, when I can detect the presence of a bronze dragon nearby, and there was the bronze dragon head, and so jokingly I was going to use my ability because I can use it once every long rest. I was jokingly going to use that. Maybe I should use that.
What's the radius on that armor?
I have it written down.
We just got the ponies. We have to keep them safe.
30 miles.
30 miles?
Mhm.
Oh.
Okay. You don't you don't sense anything with your armor, but your blade nonetheless warms to the touch briefly and then goes back to room temperature.
Oh, buddy, that's no. We gotta be quick with this next shopping episode.
So, tune in next
Dragon
week
attack.
to see what happens.
Like, you can always do a quick 1 hour shopping episode this week.
Yeah.
Quick 1 hour.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we could swing in later this week just to do a little shopping
Try up
spree
the
before the
shopping
dragon
spree.
attacks us.
Totally.
We really did take. I think that was totally our. You said mystery box. You didn't know that we were mystery box ladies. Like,
We got
really
that's
excited.
one bad thing about me is that I will buy a mystery box. Like,
Yeah, mystery box.
You should have expected
that.
that, honestly.
yeah.
I had all the oil things, like all the potions ready. No, that's not what attracted them. They were attracted to the mystery boxes, and I think that was an offhanded comment I made. I was like, "Yeah, mystery boxes or whatever." And then they were
Mystery
like,
box, you say?
And I was
You're like,
well,
oh shit.
time to pivot. Here we are.
We're pivoting. The Wenches have switched it up again.
Gosh.
Should not surprise anyone.
I'm glad you guys had patience while I was rolling, and it took longer than I thought it would to conjure up something out of my butt. But I hope it was worth it.
I truly think that was our first
I
shopping
kind of was like, oh my god, it's 10:40. Like
it went by so fast.
It did.
You guys need
were
a
laughing.
shopping episode. You guys were due for
we
a shopping
always
episode.
have fun shopping. Like we could just be a shopping D&D group, and that's just all we do. And we'd be like, we're bartering.
And, like, honestly, I feel like we find such good loot that I'm like, we almost don't need to shop. I'm like,
It's what we never have.
I've got the best armor. I've got the best weapon. I'm like, what do I need?
That's why I wanted to go through his teeth.
Solara needs. I want a sword. I need a.
We gotta get you one.
I should say your armor, your guys' armor is getting
getting
pretty used, and at some point, if you keep
I
using
have
it,
no armor.
yeah.
If I do, it's light armor.
If you do have armor, those who are wearing armor, it's getting pretty worn, and if you continue to wear it without tending to it, it will or repair it. It will lower your armor class until it won't be anything anymore. But
I need to get something, I think.
You absolutely need something.
Though I did.
We need to put you in armor.
I picked up a couple of spells that help with my health.
Oh, I don't think she can wear armor actually.
Yeah, she as a wizard she can't, but she has she has the armor of Agathis, that spell that helps her in those situations. Yeah, I think it's a cantrip.
It's just with Baldur's Gate where you can like.
I don't think I have.
You don't have the armor. You should have the armor of Agathis.
I have shield.
Yeah,
which helps me.
You should take the other one.
You should take the other one. It's I think it's either a first level or a cantrip.
I found me. Okay, hold. I was looking at
always
spells
using it
because I did a bunch.
Baldur's.
In the Baldur's Gate.
All right. I'm gonna end the recording now. See you guys next week.